Hello, and welcome to KennyRoy.com. I'm Kenny Roy. This is the Ask Video Mail for the week of October 20th, 2014. Welcome to the site to you new members, and welcome back to the old members. The Ask Video Mail is your chance to get your question, character animation, or performance answered in a video just like this one. It is. So please send your questions to webmaster@kennyroy.com. I open all emails, I read them, and I decide which one I'm going to answer based on if it helps the most people. There's no such thing as a stupid question. It is the best way to get the most out of the site. I'm enjoying myself. Hope you guys are too. CTN is coming up. Let's not forget. I'm just going to rotate my mic. There we go. Let's not forget about CTN, guys. I want everybody who's at CTN to walk right up to me. What is that? I want everybody that's at CTN to march right up to me and say, "Hello, Kenny, what's up? My name is," say your name, and we will be best friends. Please, I want to meet people. Every single year, this stinks. Every single year, I've been gone for 4 years straight. Every single year, I go, I get an email later on, "Hey Kenny, saw you at CTN. You look like you were busy, or you were talking to somebody else. Blah blah blah." I'm there to talk to people. That's what I'm doing there. So come up and talk to me, okay? Please run up to me at CTN. I want to meet you, okay? Please, if you're going. It is November 15th, I believe, 14th, 15th, 16th, 15th, 16th, 17th. It's somewhere in there. It's less than a month away. So get your tickets, and I'll see you at the show, okay? Check out this question. It's similar. This week, it's similar to a question I've answered before, but I'm taking a little bit of a different approach in answering it. Check it out. All right, so I checked out, I rewatched the iDart video mail that I did before, and it was basically on workflow on how to actually do an iDart, and I used the Sync rig. I want to talk to you today, though, about doing unique iDarts. And there's two cases in particular that break the normal, like eye leads the head and head leads the body kind of iDarts that I want you to start thinking about. The first is when you stay looking at somebody while you are already turning away. So your eyes are like the last thing to move away from somebody. So let's say the line. We don't even need a line. You don't have to have like any words, and you can totally tell what is happening between me and this other character. Okay, it really kind of telegraphs to your audience a very clear relationship when you use this. Okay, so someone's speaking something to me, and I'm back and forth with them, answering. They say something, I answer, and as I turn, my eyes stay right on them. Okay. My eyes stay right on them. So you're holding it, and you're turning, and you're still, yeah, okay, well, all right. And then finally the eyes go away. Once you establish that, what that kind of shows your audience, what it clearly shows your audience is that this person is like tethered to that other person. They could be off screen, they could be on screen. It doesn't matter. That they are saying something, and the relationship is on a level of respect that is high enough that even though it's clear that they've got to go, they've got to turn and face this way, face this problem, leave, exit this way, whatever it is, that they are going to maintain that eye contact. It could denote a status of at the same status level as the person you're talking to, or higher. Okay, but normally it's not lower. Okay, normally lower status, people avert their eyes. They don't look at the person. Okay, so it could be same status as that other person, or it could be higher status than that other person. But it is a level of mutual respect. All right, it could be exaggerated to such an extent that it pushes it kind of like almost around the horn, where you're like looking at them and you're like kind of overdoing it, and you're like, I gotta go, kind of, and then you finish that turn. But I would say that the moments in which that would be a performance choice that I would go with, that is not just too overdone, are kind of few and far between, at least with realistic kind of relatable performance choices, in everything except the most cartoony of TV shows or movies or films or whatever. The other is where you do your eye dart towards them in a very delayed way, in a super delayed way. And and so I want you also, just by the way, I want you to combine this with the other eye dart video mail that I did that talked about saccadic movement, where the eyes are basically moving very, very quickly between the eyes and down to the mouth, and then up, sort of like searching around for whatever you're looking at. Normally, as I said in that video mail that I'm talking about, normally when you do an eye dart, you don't make it all the way to your target. If you're trying to look at something right here, it's in your peripheral vision, so you'll get close, and then you'll get close, and then you'll hit it. All right. So that saccadic movement is the quick movement of the eye, sort of honing in on the target, and then it basically moves around. It searches around and sort of sees everything on there, because we don't just like stay completely still. Like for instance, here is a tape measure, right? If your eye, if someone goes like, "Is this yours?" You're going to turn and you're going to look, and then you're going to hit the T, and then you're going to read tape measure. So at least your eyes are going, that you have at least one saccadic movement where it's this across, and then maybe down and across, reading this, and then maybe back up to here. It says steel grip, and then tools for home and shop. I mean, we've got a lot of text on here, and just look at me when I do this naturally. All right, I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to look at it, and just look at my eyes. Okay, here we go. See how much they're moving? Get a little bit closer. Getting real intimate today. Getting real close. Here we go. All right, a lot of reading. There's text on almost everything that we have as humans. I can't see anything. There's literally not something that doesn't have text on it. All right, here we go. The fork. This. My wallet. Nope, that has text on it. I thought this didn't, but nope, it's got Wacom on it. I'm not sure if this counts. The Motorola M, maybe that doesn't count. This is the only things on my desk that doesn't have text on it. And so when I look at my headphones, right, my eyes don't like sit here and then just stick here. It goes to here and then immediately down to this little logo. And it reads Bose. It reads it for some reason, because it's the only sort of interesting feature of this entire surface. But I read it and I say Bose in my head every single time. It's weird. Dell speakers, Panasonic sharpener, vitamin C. 10% off, Best Buy. Tape measure, Altoids, backup hard drive, phone charger. I've got a lot of junk on my desk. And get organized. My books, that kind of stuff. Okay, so just so you know, everything I'm saying right now plays into what I was talking about with that other video mail about taking those eye darts and breaking them into saccadic movements as well. But at any rate, so the other one is where you take a long time to get back to that person. All right, so these are both trying to break the good old, eye dart with like on a big dipped arc with a blink, leading the head, then the head leads the body. So this is trying to just like kill this thing. How many times? I mean, and you have to know how to do those. You have to do those perfectly. Right? But at any rate, so the other one is where you're taking a long time to look at that person, and it is basically the opposite of everything that I said before with the other one in terms of performance choice. So, for instance, they are, they are not commanding your attention. You are focused on something else, and they are sort of like a lower priority. Okay, they could be same status or lower status than you. Okay, whereas the first one was same status normally, I'm sorry. You could be the same status as them or lower status than them, whereas the other one was you could be same status as them or higher status than them. All right, so this is normally same or lower. You're normally not going to do this if there is, although the mutual level of respect is also kind of missing from this, but this has I would say a little bit more wider application. But here we go. So the person is over there. Okay, this is the direction that they're in, and they're speaking to me and whatever, and I'm listening to them, but I'm waiting with my eyes as long as possible this way because of something else that's distracting me, or I'm doing, or I was in the middle of, or whatever. So they're speaking to me. Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, no, I get it. Sure, I get it. And then finally the eyes finish that turn. Okay, one more time. It's like this. Huh? Yeah, sure. Okay, right. All right, sure. And then you can mix it up if you're talking about that same status or like a status shift. You could look at it, finish on them, and then okay, yeah, sure, and then finally get back to this by delaying it. So those two eye darts. So here's kind of like your assignment. If you have a shot that you've done that has two characters talking, interacting, look at it. Get it out right now. Okay? I'll wait for you. In fact, pause the video right now if you're getting it out. Okay? And I'll wait for you. Okay, we're back. All right, now that you have that shot out, take a look at it. Count the number of eye darts, or not the eye darts total, but between characters. Count how many times the character, they either look at each other or look away. All right, just those kinds. All right. If it doesn't have saccadic movement in there, the searching of the face, the sort of like roaming around of the eyes, those quick little micro darts within the eye darts, then you have, your assignment already. But take a look at how many, once you've counted those, take a look at how many of those are the standard, on an arc, eye leads the head leads the body. And if it's more than half of them, then let's fix that. Let's go back through your shot and change them according to these two ideas that I've given you right now, how you can make a different performance choice. Maybe a better performance choice. Maybe a stronger performance choice. I don't know. But what we're trying to get done is to take a sort of an animation standard, an animation almost rule. I mean, kind of like the way that it's taught. This is like sort of beginning workflow. And it's a little bit scary to think that the way that an eye dart, which the eyes are the window of the soul, the eyes are so pivotal, important, central, fundamental to your performance choice. It's a little bit scary that it's just kind of like assumed, or what you kind of like learn first and then persist and kind of repeat for way too long into your animation training and your career is like this like one way of kind of doing eye darts, where the like the head leads the eyes lead the head and the head leads the body, and it's a blink on like an arc. Normally it's underneath, and then like about a quarter of the time, maybe 10% to a quarter of the time, you go over, but normally it's under. Okay, but at any rate, let's change at least one of those eye darts to one of the two that I just gave you. One where the eyes are locked on the person and the turn already happens, and then they finish and then they go away, or before they turn and look at the person, the eyes are locked, and then they come and finish that turn. Okay, so number one is looking at them, turning, and then away, and the next one is focus on something, turning towards the person, and then finishing with the eyes. Finishing with the eyes. The eyes are the last thing to move. Okay, in both of those examples. All right. See if in your shot that makes a huge difference. Well, Emil, I can tell already it's going to make a huge difference, but maybe it'll make a positive change. It'll be a big positive difference to the performance choice in your shot. Okay, and post them in the forums. Show your fellow classmates, or show them on Facebook, or do whatever the heck you want with them, because it's your work. But I'd like to see some work come out of this. I'd like to see the Videomails sort of spawn discussion and spawn further kind of animation growth for everybody. All right, so check those two out. That's a great question. I'm glad I could answer that. Check out that other Videomail on eye darts. If you're a member, I think it's like $1.99 to download it, or to watch the video on demand. So anyway, check it out. Appreciate it. I'm Kenny Roy. This has been a great time. Good luck with your animation as always. Rock on.